So I am here at WSAA 2023 with Andrew Yu of Business Payment System. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You having a good time?
Absolutely.
Tell me about what it's like at WSAA this year, maybe compared to previous or other events?
Yeah, we always look at these events as, education, meeting people. It's definitely a fun time to come, but more so than that, with our group specifically, we come for bonding.
Yeah.
So we brought about 20 people here this year.
Wow, it's a big team.
Yeah, last year we think we brought like 16 or something like that. But that's what we do. We get together, we get a big Airbnb, we all sleep together, we record each other snore and do all kinds of stuff like that. And
well, as I say, you look fresh and clean, so you slept well, I think.
We did sleep good. And then meet people like you, Jeremy.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've never met somebody in your industry, and that's a blessing because I know that's going to be useful for us. It was a godsend at the right time.
It's happening more and more, Andrew. We just were talking to someone just about 5 minutes ago, and they were saying, man, we're noticing more attorneys are coming to these conferences. We feel like James Huber and Chris Dryden, who founded our firm, they've been doing this for 15 years.
Yeah.
And they said back in the day, it was just them. I mean, there's almost nobody else, maybe one or two others nationwide.
Wow.
And so we're very excited about what we're building, because now we brought a team as well. We brought 10 other attorneys with our team today.
Wow.
So yeah, it's exciting.
That's great.
Andrew, would you tell us a little bit about Business Payment System? And what do you guys do? What do you guys bring to the market?
Yeah, so we've been in business since 2000. We've got about 40 active agents. We're in several states. We have about 15,000 merchants on our books.
Wow, great.
And yeah, it's about our whole sales motto is making friends for a living.
Excellent.
That's our whole model. We don't go out there looking to try to pitch somebody because true sales that's going to last is based on relationship.
Absolutely.
So we try to have relationships with people and just talking to people like you and just getting to know and making deposits into people.
That's fantastic.
That's basically what we do.
Helping people make a living, helping people run their businesses.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there a specific segment of the industry that Business Payment Systems focuses on? Are you guys all over the place?
So every agent has a specific segment. There's some that'll be the jack of all trades. There's some that will take anybody and everybody. And of course, there's people that like to focus on a car dealership. We have some people that like to focus on restaurants and point of sale systems. In fact, Thomas is here. We were with Thomas and his wife right there standing at order counter since they started.
Excellent.
So they're based out of Pensacola, Florida. So, those are the things that we do. And some people like that space and they're comfortable with them. And some people don't like that space and they like to go with other industries. So it depends on the agent is the answer. Yeah. But we do hit pretty much everybody except for adult and things that have like moral
certain
turpitude.
things. Sure.
Yeah, things like that we may not get into. But
do you guys service high risk at all in other spaces?
We just started with Maverick, and some of the places like that will do CBD oil and things like that were kind of hard to place. We just never placed them before, but we're getting more and more, with them. And like I got Michael next to me. He just boarded a higher risk. And he does, it's an auction company. So we had to board them with Maverick Payments. We just talked to them right now.
Yeah, no, we know Maverick. That's
cool.
Great. Yeah. Well, that's excellent. Well, what are you guys looking forward to most for the rest of WSAA?
This next session that's coming up is going to be pretty interesting about surcharging and legalities of surcharging and dual pricing and things like that. So we're looking forward to that.
That's all the hot topic still.
Yeah, still the hot topic.
Yeah. It's a real pleasure. You mentioned that it's a godsend that we met. I'm very, very pleased that we've met as well.
Yeah.
I like your approach to your business, how you guys approach relationship-based. It's excellent. So thank you for joining us today.
No, my pleasure.
Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And again, thank you. And also, Michael, appreciate it and congratulations. Welcome so much to WSAA 2023. We are here with Paradise POS. I've got Jay Poulsenbach as well as Veronica Poulsenbach. Welcome. You guys having fun?
Having a blast.
What's been one of the highlights so far?
I think all the after parties have been very very good. The prizes have been good. Attendance has been phenomenal.
It's huge.
And the weather, you can't beat Southern Cal.
We are a law firm right down the road. We're in Encinitas, so we're kind of spoiled. We're used to this. Where are you guys from originally?
We're Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay, well, it's still good weather for 10 minutes.
This time of year, yeah. We were discussing the other night, it's Southern Cal has basically our spring and fall weather year-round, and you kind of skip our 105 summers and
the winters.
30-degree winters.
Yeah, absolutely. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about Paradise POS? What's your business model? What do you guys do?
So we're a processor agnostic, iPad-based point-of-sale system. We do retail, restaurant, you name it. We kind of run the gamut. We're probably about 60% restaurant, about 40% retail. Multi-station, split check, handhelds, order at the table, pay at the table. You name it, we do it.
You name it. Veronica, this is how long have you been working with Paradise POS?
So from the beginning, obviously he's my husband, so we created Paradise probably 8 years ago, I think.
Wow.
And it's just organically grown and brought on more resellers, and it's just booming.
It really is. I can tell you just kind of anecdotally, my sister has worked in restaurants for years. She's worked on a number of Paradise POS systems herself.
Yeah.
Bartending and whatnot. Yeah, so I've seen them.
We started in the payment space about 23 years ago, and we were feet on the street salespeople, agents selling door to door. So we understand that side of the business, and we created Paradise because there weren't any products out there at the time that were processor agnostic that we were happy with the service levels.
Right.
So 8 years ago, we set out to create our own. Jesse, Mimmel, and I are the founders, along with Veronica, and Veronica's the CFO.
Excellent.
And then, we just have grown from there. It's been a fun ride.
No, it is. It's very exciting to see, and it's great. And I love how you put that, because it sounds like what I was hearing in there is it's about relationships. It's about treating your customers right.
Absolutely.
You were seeing things in the market that weren't being addressed. You guys came in. You're addressing them, and it's booming.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
It's been a lot of fun.
What are you guys looking forward to most in the next day that you're here?
Just meeting new people, to be honest with you. Hopefully making some new relationships. It's always good to see the people you do business with and get to spend time with them as well, but it's also always fun to make new relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys come to a lot of these shows?
We do all the regionals.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of industry-specific merchant forward shows because we focus more on the agent channel and the distributor channel. And so we do all the regionals. We find they're more successful for us in meeting the guys who are out there actually doing the work versus some of the bigger shows. You don't get the feet on the street guys as much.
Absolutely.
Just give us a shot. I can't promise we're always perfect, but I promise we're always going to answer the phone. We're always going to have great service, and we're always going to try.
That's excellent. I really appreciate it. You guys, hope you have a great rest of your WSAA 2023. Thanks again.
Thank you.
We are at WSAA 2023. I'm here with Mark Miller of Card Market. Mark, welcome.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Card Market and what you guys do?
Yeah, sure. So we've been around for about 20 years, printing gift cards. That's our primary business. We also enable merchants to sell their cards online from their website.
Very cool. Have you been, and how many, you said about 20 years?
About 20 years,
so you've been coming to these shows for a while?
Yeah, we just started coming to these shows about 5 years ago.
Okay.
But it's been really effective to, gain new partners and further develop relationships. So
absolutely.
It's been really
good. This has been a lot of fun, and from what I've heard, because I haven't been coming to these shows for as long, but this is huge. It feels huge. Does that seem accurate?
That's right. Yeah, this is probably the biggest one of the year. WSAA is always a really strong event. There's 3 others throughout the course of the year. But this is the most that I've seen in several years.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Of course, during COVID, it kind of shut things down a bit and stuff, but it's really back and rocking.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And where is Card Market located in the country? Where are you guys headquartered?
Well, it's just south of Nashville.
Oh, wow. Out in Tennessee. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Where you can actually afford to live.
I'd be surprised.
Really? I've heard it's changing a little bit. Is that true?
It has a lot,
A lot of Californians and Texans are heading into Tennessee.
Yeah, just in general, it's a really big growing metropolis. Yeah.
I have, the reason I know is we have a marketing team we work with, and they were based in LA, and a couple of their team members have moved to Tennessee actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And what they were paying for a 3-bedroom apartment in LA renting, they have like a 5-bedroom home on 5 acres, you know, for the same price. It's wild.
There's a lot more land out there.
A lot more land. Yeah. Very cool. Very
expand,
cool.
Yeah.
So Mark, what are you looking forward to for the rest of this day? And are you here the whole weekend or?
Yeah, actually, I brought my wife, and
cool.
so we're kind of making a vacation out of it.
Yeah.
This wraps up later this evening, and then we're going to stick around here in Carlsbad for the weekend.
Very cool.
So, yeah,
not a bad spot to look around, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so our law firm, Global Legal Law Firm, we're literally 10 minutes down the road.
Right.
And so we're kind of spoiled. We live in this environment all the time.
This is a nice spot.
Not
Absolutely.
too bad. Not too bad. But I'm really glad you're here, and it was really nice meeting you and talking with you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You want to have a last word on what do you want people to know about Card Market, or how can they find you?
Well, you can find us online at mycardmarket.com. From there, you can find all of the different products that we have. We have a myriad of different plastic printing and paper printing products, not just gift cards, like hotel key cards, membership cards, anything like that. And then all the materials that you need to go to market them in your business. Just check us out on mycardmarket.com, and we'll take it from there.
Really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Have a great time.
All right, thanks.
So we are at WSAA 2023. I'm here with Samir Kumar, who's director at Zuzu Technologies. Welcome, Samir.
Thank you, Jeremy, for giving me an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's an amazing event. We're based out of Canada.
Oh, wow.
We cater to like restaurants and retail. That's our space. Like, we are a POS company. We're trying to venture out into US markets and check it out, like how make some connections.
Sure,
in WSAA.
absolutely. This is a great place to do it.
Oh, absolutely. And try to check out the market, how it's going to be. Like, we have some, our own advantage coming from Canada based on technology we're going to bring into the US market, and we're really excited to venture out here. So,
excellent. I'm curious, the name Zuzu Technologies, do you know kind of how that was come up with in terms of the name? It's a very interesting name.
It was actually, this actually originated from like a marketing campaign done from Vodafone back in India. That's where I'm from.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was quite intrigued. It was quite a successful campaign for Vodafone back in the days. Mm-hmm. So, I wanted it to be unique and something that people would like remember for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It works that way for sure.
So that was the reason why we came along with this. I tried a few other names, but like everything was quite like common. So I wanted to have like some like unique names. So once somebody does like hear it,
it'll stick with them.
It will stick with them for
absolutely.
a long time.
So what part of Canada are you traveling here from?
Coming from Alberta, Edmonton.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so
quite a weather shift, huh?
Oh yeah, quite a bit. Like it's snowing right now there, so it's nice like to come here and see the sun.
But well, listen, Samir, I'm really glad that you decided to stop by and chat with us. We're excited to hear about Zuzu Technologies. How can our listeners find you and find Zuzu Technologies?
Our website is zuzu.ca, so we have all the information on there, what we do. We are huge in nightclubs, bars, convenience stores. Like, the beauty about our solution is it does both retail and hospitality. So if you have a business type that's like combination of both, we can do that. If it's a nightclub, just strictly nightclubs, bars, we can do those.
Excellent.
If you're an owner that owns multiple businesses in different verticals and you want one platform coming through, because it's the major challenge for these business owners is that like they have to learn multiple platforms, and we are able to basically have everything in one go, right? And it does beautifully on both sides, which is quite rare, right? So I would say like you can check out our website, zuzu.ca, and all the contact information.
That's exciting. There, okay, excellent. Yeah. Well, Samir, I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hope you have a great rest of your show and safe travels to you.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Of course. We are here at WSAA 2023, Global Legal Law Firm, the Payments Experts Podcast. Very excited to have Emma Poulsen with us from ULand. How you doing, Emma?
Very good, thank you. And
welcome.
Yourself?
Doing great. We're about to eat some food.
Yes.
I just met you in the food line.
I know.
Very cool. How has this conference been for you? What's been the kind of the highlight so far?
Yeah, so this conference has been great, actually. People have been very talkative, like very open to talking business as well. And it's great to kind of see familiar faces that you've seen at other conferences as well. So I think it's been great. It's a little bit of a smaller show compared to some of the other ones we do attend usually. So you're able to kind of create more valuable connections and being able to like really talk to them about kind of like both like what they do in their normal day-to-day, but also like how they see the business kind of like evolve over the next year.
That's a really great point, because I mean, this is a good-sized conference, no doubt, but you're right, it's far from the largest. And so it's kind of, I feel like it's been a really nice mix. It's not too small where you kind of feel like, what are we doing here? Or one that's so large where you're just kind of one of a mass, number. And you have time for a podcast at a show like this.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's great. Like, a lot of these people who come here, they attend some of the other ones that are in either the Southeast or other conferences. So being able to see them again here, it feels more familiar, I would say. And you don't feel like you're walking around between all these people you've never seen before. So here you get to like I spoke to a guy today, and then we saw each other last week in Vegas by chance. So
how funny.
Like being able to see them here and then have a talk for longer than like 30 minutes is actually why it's more valuable. I think.
Absolutely. So how long have you been doing this, Emma? How long have you been in the payment space?
Yeah, so I've been with ULand for almost 4.5 years.
Oh, great.
Yeah, headquartered in London, have an office here in Atlanta, so kind of working the US market now, getting it up to speed. So yeah, I've been here for a long time, it seems.
That's very exciting. Atlanta is awesome.
It's awesome.
I was at a conference not too long ago in Georgia.
Oh, in Georgia,
in
nice.
Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it. I was a huge. You're probably tired of hearing this, but I was a huge. What's it called? The Walking Dead.
Oh yes.
I loved that show, and it was filmed in Atlanta, which is kind of cool. But
it's definitely the reason we're there, like The Office, because of Walking Dead.
That's the only reason, right?
The only reason.
Absolutely. So why don't you, Emma, tell us about ULand? What do you guys do? What do you bring to the table? And what market are you looking for?
Yeah, so ULand is in a, I think, very special position right now, especially with the macroeconomic situation, because we do provide essentially embedded finance solution, but it's exclusively through partners. So we partner with acquirers or e-commerce providers to be able to enable them to go out to their merchants and SMBs and offer this financial, so revenue-based financing, looking at shorter-term loans, but ideally for inventory or even like cash flow issues, or even the likes of like expanding their business. And then we simply enable them to do it. We provide all the capital behind it, even the underwriting and from start to finish.
Sure.
And the good thing about it is that nowadays it's a really easy product for them to add into their existing ecosystem or offering without having to go out their way and produce a new product themselves. They can simply do a quick 7-day live solution with us and simply just like have another revenue stream.
That's great.
Essentially.
That's fantastic. So Emma, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I think we're probably going to a session next where the lights just got dimmed on us. We've been here with Emma Poulsen from ULand. Emma, tell us, how can we find you, and how can people listening right now find you and ULand?
Yeah, so you can obviously go on our website, uland.com, youlend.com, or you're more than welcome to write to me personally, Emma, EMMA.Poulsen, POULSEN.com. At uland.com, and otherwise we're also on LinkedIn. You can find us there, and we'll be present at most conferences as well. But
awesome.
Yeah, definitely reach out. We do demos on the website, very easy. You can book it directly or also just apply.
Okay. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
We're here at the WSAA Conference 2023. I'm here with Associate Attorney Matt Luciani from Global Legal Law Firm. Matt, what's the conference been like, man?
How are you, Jeremy? Thanks
Doing
for
well.
having me.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's been great so far. Plenty of friendly people, some familiar faces, and some people that I've done some business with in the past, and now I can actually put a name to the face. So
which is very cool.
Yeah, that's probably the most fun thing about these kinds of conventions is not just the educational aspect of it, but the networking side of it, of like, oh, I already know you. Oh, wait.
You do work for me.
Yeah, you do work for me. Wait, your name looks familiar.
Yeah.
I turned around at one point, and there was one of our clients, and he thought he was going to sneak up on us, and surprise, the attorneys who haven't met him in person yet. And I was like, wait, I just objected to a deposition for you last week. So that was probably one of my highlights.
That's very cool. That's very cool. How was that conference today with James Huber going against? Well, not against. I shouldn't say against, but discussing the visa cap.
Yeah,
that was wild.
Well, I think it's a very sensitive topic right now. It's a very
lot of emotions running high.
Yeah, there were a lot of emotions running high in there. I mean, if you've talked to James about his opinion on it after the fact, he was kind of surprised how many people were actually there and how emotionally charged it was.
Packed. Yeah,
absolutely. Especially compared to like some of the other speaking events that he's done, he was like, it was way more people than I was expecting, you know. But I do think that everybody on the panel was very well prepared. I thought everybody had some insight. I think like some people tried to play it a little bit more neutral, and some people tried to play it a little bit more aggressive, and that's what made it entertaining and made it informative. I think that Rob from Visa was very well prepared. I thought he did an excellent job, considering he was basically sitting there like a target for the rest of the room.
Yep.
There's something wrong there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've been here with Matt Luciani, associate attorney at Global Legal Law Firm. Matt, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, and have a great rest of your time here at WSAA.
Thanks, Jeremy.
We are here at the WSAA 23 conference. I've got Robert Esminger here. He's the president of Executive Tech Lease Group. Robert, welcome. How's the conference been for you?
Actually, this is one of the best conferences we've been to. We've been coming to these since 2009.
Wow.
And we're just having a really good showing this time. Meeting a lot of old friends that I've seen over the years.
That's cool.
I've been out of the country for 8 years, so I've been working abroad.
Oh, wow.
Like a home office abroad. But yeah, I'm back now.
Getting reconnected.
Yeah, I'm reconnected, and I'm seeing a lot of new people. And we're getting new relationships from the show. It's going really, really well.
Excellent. I got to ask, what's been one of the best things you've done here in terms of maybe one of the breakout sessions, or maybe the food? What's been one of the highlights for you?
For me, it's just going around and meeting new people.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really good place to get new connections, to reconnect with old connections, and it's just I think the fellowship from all the people in the industry is my favorite part.
Very cool. Can you tell us a little bit about Executive Tech Lease Group? What do you guys do? What's your place in the market?
Absolutely. We're a traditional lease provider for POS and merchant service terminals. But we also expand on that. We can do kiosk. We can do software as a service. We pretty much have reached out to be able to do things that our competition really hasn't done. So that's kind of made a big difference for us.
Oh, great.
So we've really expanded our offerings. So it's really cool to be able to meet with the people that I've talked to in the past and let them know the new opportunities that they have with us. Actually past clients and even potentially new ones.
Robert, you've been in the industry a while, as you pointed to. What are some of the biggest changes you've seen over the past, 10 years or so, or since 2009? Probably too many to count, I imagine.
Just the software.
The
technology is going crazy. I mean, every single time I come, I see something new.
Sure.
And I don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon.
I think you're right about that. Excellent. Well, what are you most looking forward to as this is coming to an end? WSAA is just a little bit longer. We got the after party tonight. You getting out of here after this? You sticking around? What do you got going on?
No, we'll stick around. I still want to spend as much time as I can with my friends, old friends that I haven't seen for a long time. So I'm going to be able to, I think basically what I'd like to do for the rest of this is really kind of polish some relationships I've had in the past.
Excellent. Well, again, I'm here with Robert Esminger. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Esminger, but you did good. It's
Could
close.
You tell us, Robert, I want to give you that last word. How can people find you, and how can they find Executive Tech Lease Group?
Oh, thank you. You can catch me on LinkedIn, or you can catch us at www.elgleasing.com.
Excellent.
And I think any questions you have might be available there, and you can always contact us through there if you have any additional.
Okay. Robert, it's a real pleasure. Thank you for stopping by the podcast.
Oh, thanks, Jeremy.
Okay. Okay, you ready? We'll just do this.
All right.
Okay, and so Crystal.
Yes.
Barrenou.
Better.
I'll let you do it.
Crystal Barrenou.
Barrenou.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, excellent. And you're with Order Counter, is that what it's called?
Yes, Order Counter. We're a restaurant and retail point-of-sale company out of Pensacola, Florida.
Gotcha. Save it for the podcast.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But that was great, though. Okay, perfect. So we are at WSAA 2023. It's been an amazing experience. I have the pleasure right now of interviewing Crystal Barrenou with Order Counter.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You've been having a fun time?
Oh, absolutely. Now, especially with you, Jeremy. Now we kind of loosen everything up.
We've been talking for the last 5 minutes, and it's been a lot of fun. Absolutely. Now we're getting all stiff because we're being recorded. Right, exactly. Yeah. We'll let the audience imagine the fun conversation we were having earlier.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get down to the business now.
Okay.
What's been one of your favorite parts of this whole conference?
I mean, honestly, just being with, talking to people like you guys, everyone, and kind of just having that human connection.
Right.
And just, and seeing everyone at all the different events and just kind of keeping up. And it's like, like being with friends and then the work just happens to be a bonus, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's nice. And there's free food.
Yeah, for sure.
Drinks. Have you enjoyed the food?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you do a lot of these conferences?
Oh, yeah. We hit all of the Acquirers Association shows, and we're at all of the different retail shows. So we're in the restaurant shows, so we're all over.
Gotcha. So you're doing this a lot.
Yes.
Okay, so level with me.
Okay.
How does this one compare to some of the other, maybe in particular in the payment space?
Yes.
How would you rate this particular conference?
I like the attendance is really good. The people are really engaged here, so I definitely rank it up, and can't do my visual. Sorry.
Top 5.
In the top
10?
5. Yeah,
very
for
cool.
sure.
Oh, cool, awesome. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Order Counter?
Okay.
What do you guys bring to the market? Kind of what's your specialty?
Sure. So we started. We are a restaurant restaurant and retail point of sale company, but we did primarily start in restaurants. So we know everything in and out, from top to bottom. Really robust, but we are a hybrid point of sale company. So we're not. We kind of bring the best of both worlds of in-house server and then also the cloud-based systems all together.
Sure.
One of the neat things about us is that we are truly payment. So we are processor agnostic. We don't. We trust that your business is best and able to work with that. So
that's great.
We're able to process through pretty much any platform.
Right.
And we just kind of work on. Our main thing is just working with our partners and building that relationship through and through, and by supporting them.
And did I hear you say you guys are based out of Florida?
Yes,
is that right?
Pensacola, Florida, yes.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, no, there's quite a few people here from that region.
Yeah, you might hear my little Florida, Alabama accent, because I'm from Alabama. So we're Florida.
The Alabama accent?
Florida accent,
I'm really glad you decided to do this. No, this is great.
Probably just edit it out.
What we can say is this is towards the end of the night, right? After a couple of days straight, so you can tell we're a little bit, whatever, giddy. Excited, exactly. So are you sticking around for the whole after party?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great.
I was kind of tapering down in between, like a little afternoon, little slump, but now by talking back with you guys,
I know, this is really cool.
Energy's back, right?
Absolutely,
boom, boom, boom.
Absolutely. We'll be waking up now.
Yeah.
How can people find you, our listeners, right now? So we're, as I mentioned, Global Legal Law Firm. We're a law firm right in Encinitas, literally 10 minutes away from here. But we do this kind of work across the country.
Perfect.
We are found on globallegallawfirm.com. How can we find you?
So we are on ordercounter.com. You can also find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, formerly Twitter, obviously. Just reach out and we'll get you taken care of.
Okay, excellent. It was really great talking to you.
You too.
I really appreciate you taking the chance. Glad you did it, Crystal.
Yes, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Good talking to you.
You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. WSAA 2023. I've got the pleasure of interviewing Michael Hill with Discount Credit Card Supply. Michael, pleasure. How's it going?
Pleasure is awesome to meet you as well, Jeremy. We're across from you. The energy in here is amazing.
Absolutely.
Right, a lot of great connections, a lot of talk, which is great. Funny story is while you were away, I grabbed the microphone and I gave this whole spiel about who I am and what I do.
Right.
And I I plugged myself, and it wasn't recorded.
Yeah,
So-
it turns out that your microphone was muted.
Yes. I hit the record button, but the microphone wasn't on.
It's a safety feature. It's child-proof. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know what? I'm embarrassed because I'm a DJ, and I didn't think to turn the
It's funny.
microphone on.
Well, this is a very different, machine than a lot of other things. It's made just for podcasting. But excellent. Well, Michael, I'm really glad you joined us. And like I said, I wish I could have heard what. Can you replay any of it?
Yes, please allow me to. So I'm Michael with Discount Credit Card Supply. We're out of Chicago. We're in distribution. We sell a lot of terminals. Our niche are we have our own stands that we create. We sell a lot of refurb equipment. We do injections, repairs, accessories. And so
when you say ejections, what does that mean exactly?
So an injection would be like your PIN debit, right? So you need an encryption. So we're an encryption house.
Sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, an injection encryption house.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Great.
we do programming, terminal programming. So we're a one-stop shop. Okay, we've been around 16 years. Again, we're in Chicago, so we're right in the middle of both coasts.
Yeah.
People love us because they can get a hold of us on the phone. We respond to emails. And so, if you're new in the business, you're old in the business, we've been around 16 years, feel free to hit me up, Michael, at Discount Credit Card Supply.
Absolutely.
847-266-1220. My extension personally is 117.
There you go.
And I really appreciate you, Jeremy. I've been standing across from you. This has been a great show, so I appreciate your time.
It's been a lot of fun. No, my pleasure. I got a couple questions for you, though.
Yes.
I'm going to throw this at you. This is interesting.
Let's do it.
So, because we've talked to some people in the space of, production of, POS services such as Discount Credit Card Supply. What do you guys do, if anything, in relation to persons with disabilities? Is that an issue with what you're working on?
You know what? That's really interesting. That's a great question. So, yes, we actually have a stand that we created that's ADA approved for that purpose, where it mounts on the table, and the way that it's ergonomically designed, it goes down to a wheelchair accessible person so that they can insert their card and enter their PIN number.
Wow.
So we are sensitive to that, and we do have a piece specifically for that.
Now, can I ask, how often does that sell? How many merchants are purchasing it, or is it just kind of it's there if people need it and it's not used very often? I'm curious.
So yeah, that's fair. So the people that we do sell this ADA device to are ironically banks. Banks use them because of the lower countertop.
Sure.
So, of course, we'd like to put them in restaurants and other spots, but the feedback and the purchasing is coming from the banks at the moment. But we'd love to get it out there.
Yeah, that's great.
It's huge. We also have a. It's like a selfie stick. Obviously, we're on the. You can't physically see anything, but it's like an extension pole.
Yeah.
So food trucks, McDonald's, Starbucks uses them, but that's also an ADA kind of accessible tool that we offer.
That's very cool. The reason I'm asking is because we've talked to some people, some clients, potential clients, former clients who are kind of very focused on that market. And we were fascinated as a law firm. It doesn't come up very often in the payment space. You don't hear it talked about a lot. You'd think it'd be this humongous issue because technically, evidently, according to the regulations, everyone should be doing it.
Agreed.
And everyone should be using it.
Agreed. And there should be an option, and it should always be there for people to access. It's interesting because there's a kiosk that we saw actually at an airport a year or two ago, and they now have like this little box that you can plug in a headphone for somebody who is hearing impaired or visually impaired for that matter, and it will incorporate and read what the screen is happening. And when we saw that, we were like, oh my gosh, we have to pitch that to the kiosks and to the POS systems. And as a distribution person, that's another niche and a way to get more business and just gain the trust of people.
Again, it can even be a selling point. Hey, do you want to be ADA compliant? We can hook you up. We can get you ADA compliant. You know? That's fascinating. So I appreciate you kind of waxing on that with me for a bit because it's a fascinating issue, and we feel like at some point in payments, it's going to be a thing.
Right. I totally agree with you. And it's, it's cliched. I'm always baffled. I know why, but I'm always baffled when you go to a drive-through and they have a Braille menu. It's just like, obviously you're thinking like, wait a minute. How did you get here?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously for the passenger or somebody, so you can pass it.
Right.
But that menu, the Braille menu has been around, and it's there, but you're right, it's not talked about enough.
Right.
And it's not something that's out where people can be like, hey, you know what, this is great, and advocate.
Absolutely. Really quickly, I don't want not to belabor this too much, and it's been great talking with you. The point was made by one of our contacts in this space, and he said you go to a place like Jack in the Box, Burger King, wherever, McDonald's, they've got special ramps, they've got, obviously handicapped parking, they've got rails in the back, they got all the things except for their POS.
That's right.
Their POS is regular, standard, and not ADA compliant, and it's kind of like, we're doing all these other things, but we're not doing what seems like one of the most obvious ones. So anyways, pretty fascinating.
I appreciate you, Jeremy.
Michael,
Thank
real
you so
pleasure
much.
talking with you. One last time, how can our audience find you?
Yes, please. www.discountcreditcardsupply.com. You can call me at 847-266-1220. My extension's 117.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We're here at WSAA 2023. I've got the special pleasure of being here with Coastal Pay's Kavan Thas. How do you say your last name?
Tonnesit.
Thank you. I've known you for a while, and I hope I'm not the only one that does that from time to time.
Everyone butchers it. You're totally fine.
Apologize. It's wonderful having you here. It's been quite a day today.
It has.
What's one of your highlights of WSAA 2023?
It's been super hectic here. It's nice to see a lot of familiar faces. I haven't actually been to a lot of these conferences lately, so coming in is a really good reunion.
Very cool.
Had the pleasure of obviously sitting on the panel with James Huber.
Yes.
With the Visa Ahead of Rules, talking about cash discounting, surcharging, which was really great.
I think that was a highlight of the weekend for many people.
It was.
That was a moment. I'll have you know, I recorded the whole thing. So I'll get some video to you. Absolutely.
I would love to see that.
That's
awesome.
Yep, super cool.
It definitely looked like a whole group of pitchforks and torches coming in towards Visa.
I'm shocked he didn't beeline from the stage to his car, but he hung around. In fact, I saw him at 5:30. He was out in the lobby talking with people.
Exactly.
I give him credit for that.
A lot of credit. Obviously, he knows exactly what he's doing here. Rob obviously is great. He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Obviously, the rules he makes, he's making it for a reason. We'll always try to combat it, obviously for the good of our industry.
Well, you know what? And honestly, that's kind of that push and pull. That's what makes the industry better over time.
Exactly.
At least hopefully.
Yeah. Rob's obviously stuck in the middle where he's trying to help out the consumers, but at the same time trying to help out
it's a tough
processors.
balance.
Exactly.
Kevin, we've had a relationship with you for a long time. I know you've known James for how many years?
Probably 15.
Oh wow! So as long as maybe even more. So maybe even before the firm.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Been a while.
So you've been in the payment space a long time. Tell us about Coastal Pay. What do you guys bring to the market? Where are you guys at?
We've been around for quite a while. We've been around for about 10 years now. We focus on a lot of different spaces, but what we really specialize on is honestly helping out ISOs.
Yeah.
We don't have our own direct sales force. We focus on technology and different things that could really help them close more deals or help them with their own infrastructure to grow their business. So a lot of the ISOs we work with, end up growing a lot just based on the infrastructure we're able to provide.
That's fantastic.
And obviously for us, it's all about providing insight, making sure that everyone does stay compliant, because that's our biggest thing too, is making sure everyone plays by the rules.
Well, it's interesting. That comes up again and again and again, and I call it education, right? Whether you're educating the merchant, whether you're educating the ISO, there's so many people in this space. It's constantly changing. The technology is constantly evolving.
It is.
If someone's not educating and helping to guide people, they're going to go off the rails.
Exactly. It's actually pretty funny. I've had a handful of guys actually come up to our booth asking, do you charge any cash discounts past 3%? And little do they know, I'm actually sitting on the panel with Visa Ahead of Rules. Right. Hey, you know what? You should actually come hit up our panel, sit in, listen a little bit. Because you probably wouldn't be asking me these questions after.
Yeah. You're like, and if we were, we're not now.
Exactly. So, but it's definitely great. It's nice running into a lot of people here.
Absolutely. This has been a great showing.
Definitely.
What an awesome venue.
A lot busier than what I actually would have expected. It's been a while.
I think thankfully the COVID stuff's behind us. It seems like everyone's back out in force. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's definitely a massive, great turnout.
Have you enjoyed the food?
I loved it, for sure.
Great, yeah, I have too, kind of, as you know. It's buffet food. It's
well, looking forward to tonight, really. We have some good dinners planned. I probably have maybe 3 dinners planned out tonight. So gotta save my summer for that.
Kevin, tell our audience, where can they find you? How can they get Coastal Pay's benefit?
You can reach us directly at coastalpay.com. Obviously, you can also obviously reach me directly through LinkedIn. Travis Christman is also available through LinkedIn. But we're honestly easily accessible. You can reach me at kevin@coastalpay.com. I'll even give you my cell phone number, 858-231-8499.
There you go.
Feel free to shoot me a call, a text. We're more than happy to talk shop.
Fantastic. I appreciate that kind of thing. Kevin, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on with the Payments Experts podcast today.
Of course.
Have a great time tonight.
You too.
All right, we are here at WSAA 2023. This is the Payments Experts podcast. We're very, very fortunate. We have with us AppTech Payments Corp. I've got Kaylee Wright with us. Kaylee, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Excellent. And who are you with today?
I'm here with Mayrak Hamza.
Woo!
Thank you.
She got your name right. Excellent.
All right.
You guys, it's a pleasure. You've been having fun?
Wow, absolutely. Great time. Thank you. Pleasure.
What's been one of the highlights? Mayrak,
wow, the sponsors.
The sponsors.
Elevon, US Bank. It's so great to see. We recently acquired Finzio, which made us a MSP of
That's
Elevon.
fantastic.
We are a PayFac of Fiserv and Pathward, formerly MetaBank.
Yeah,
so it was so cool to come to the show and see on the sponsorship board company names that we're tied to now through that acquisition. I don't know if you can hear me all here.
Yeah, keep it closer. It's better.
But very excited to see all the people and the players and be a part of the universe.
All
Very
the friendly
cool.
faces.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, making those connections in person.
Absolutely.
Getting it off VR, getting in real life.
Do you guys come to a lot of these shows?
We have. I haven't. This is my first payments conference.
Cool.
I'm usually on the investor relations side.
Yeah.
But we do have representatives that do attend these. Yeah, on the sales side.
Very cool, because I was kind of curious how this one ranks. By the way, I'll notice, Mayrak, you got the dimples like I do. Very cool.
Twinning.
What's one of the main focuses for AppTech when you come to a show like this?
Bringing everybody together.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing everybody together. This ecosystem is very open architecture, and I think everybody's got A to Z, but some may want to replace LMNOP or just ABC. So we have that full suite of products now with Finzio's acquisition and the partnerships with Elevon and US Bank and really Pathward, the players that make it possible to build closed-loop payment systems and bring together really communities. Max Giving's here doing wonderful things in the payment space and enabling these groups to really just engage and come together.
Very, very cool. Kaylee, what's one of your roles with AppTech? What do you do?
Yeah, so currently my title is Chief of Staff. So I work in the C-suite with the CEO, make sure his operations are running.
Excellent.
But then I also have my own operations on the side. I work in investor relations and public relations, and we run the brand. My team runs the brand.
Very cool.
Yeah.
6,000 shareholders.
Wow.
We're publicly traded on
That's
the NASDAQ.
fantastic, you guys.
Really.
It's exciting.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, we're super
very
excited.
And it's only growing from here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Only up from here, yeah.
Okay, so I got to ask, what's been the favorite thing you've eaten to this trip? And what have you eaten that you're like, this is good?
Oh man, there's so much good food
I know.
at this conference.
We're spoiled.
Gosh, I don't know if I can pick a best, but I can say a highlight was the ice cream.
Yes.
Did you see the ice cream?
I had the ice
It was
cream.
on the side.
Mhm.
It was a little refrigerator, freezer.
And you can put whatever you want into it. That one?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That was last night outside.
Oh my gosh, I missed that one.
It's
Now
like a
I'm sad.
Sunday bar.
That would have been.
I
That
went
would have been
crazy.
it. That would have been it. So.
What were you talking about though? Where was ice cream that you found?
They had like a little freezer on the side. It was like cute, and you just walked up and they had like personal servings of ice cream, and that was fun. It was like a midday break.
That's cool.
That was the highlight for me.
Okay,
but
very cool.
Now I'm sad because I missed the ice cream bar.
Yeah, well, maybe tonight. Mayrak, what about you? How's the food been?
I've been a pescatarian. I had fish.
They've had some good fish.
I've done some and just kind of kept it light with the salads and the cantaloupes and the fruits. Did a little bit of blackberry and some watermelon this morning.
Nice.
Keeping it healthy, Mara.
Yeah.
Where is AppTech located? Where are you guys centered at?
So we're actually just down the street. We're here in Carlsbad, California.
Oh, perfect. We're in Encinitas.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're
a
like
beautiful
neighbors.
partnership
That's
is
super
brewing.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Because I said we're spoiled.
We are.
I was talking to a guy earlier. He's from Canada. He said it's snowing where he's at, his home right now. Can't even imagine. We're rocking t-shirt. I mean,
You live in the best city.
Absolutely.
San Diego's the best in the nation.
Very cool. Thank you guys for coming on to the Payments Expert Podcast. What do you want? I'll let you guys have the last word. I'll let you go first, and then you can have the last word.
Okay.
First off, how can our audience find you?
Oh, okay.
And what do you want them? What message do you want them to know about AppTech as you say goodbye?
Oh, that's a good one. So you can find us at apptechcorp.com. You can find me on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. Big fan. What do I want to leave you with?
What do you love about your job?
I love everything. I love the people. I love the collaboration. I love the innovation. So yeah, there you go.
Awesome. That's great. Great answer.
Thank you.
All right, Merrick.
What's the question?
How can we find you? How can we find you?
Online.
Yeah, how's our audience find you?
Ticker symbols APCX.
There you go.
Do that one more time. I think I was talking over you.
APCX, ticker symbol, Apple Pear, Charlie X-ray, APCX on the NASDAQ.
Very cool. Very cool. And what do you want to leave our audience with thinking about AppTech payments? It's a tough one. I know this is tough. Yeah, on the spot. On the spot.
I had to just reset there. Wow. To leave with? Wow. Sky's the limit.
There you go.
Sky's the limit.
Okay. Awesome.
Beautiful.
You guys, it was a real pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
So, Mark Miller, good to have you on again. We talked to you earlier.
Yeah.
We're coming towards the end now of WSAA 2023. How are you feeling now? Are you tired? Are you energized? Like, where are you at?
I'm actually pretty energized. Especially this last session here has been really good. We've had some really good conversations with potential partners, and we're really excited about it.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today, and we wish you guys obviously continued success. If you guys ever have any needs in terms of contract or whatever it is, any sort of all of our clients are businesses.
Sure.
So we cover all range of business services. If there's anything you ever need, feel free to reach out. Give us a call.
We will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.